folks, it is 9 o'clock Sunday night UK time. Folks, it is 9 o'clock Sunday night UK. Forgot to click that button, didn't I? Right, you know the drill. If you're here, who do we see? I see lots of people. Lots and lots. Right. Start at the top. Rolf, Buddy, Critical, Stemmer, Chris, 28, Braggy, Chris, Critical, Bill, Gary, Hellcat, Dan Random, Jez. You came down pretty quick, didn't you?
Yeah.
You better get on your chair then and shut that bloody door, ain't you?
Give me a second, I want a biscuit.
Yeah, you go get a biscuit, lad. Okay, I see Jez, George. Yeah, we'll talk about Patreon in a minute, Bill. Christian, Odin, Alan, Emily, Vesuvius, Graham, Gunnar. How many of you is there? Thunder Dallin, Ocular, Insane, Sammy, Gary, Steve, Ersic, Will, Joe's chilling, and Hellcat, done Hellcat, Cat, hello Cat, Dan Random, Miscast Terrain, and I am calling the names right there. Right, I've caught up. If you haven't got your name in by now, we'll do a shout out in a minute. Right. Oh. How you doing, Cat? How close are the fires to you? Kat, our moderator tonight, it looks like she's in California, and as we know, California is burning. Okay? Right. Not been on the channel this week. Couple of little things. One, been dealing with a bit of toothache. I'm in the dentist on Tuesdays. Now the antibiotics are sorted, which is why I'm looking a little bit better grills today. A bit bushy. Also been having some problems with the lad at school with some issues, and the issues have rolled over onto my channel, which means we've had to get YouTube and the police and that sort of stuff involved. So yeah, I've already had to ban one person from the chat already before it started because of the issues. So it's been a heavy week. Right. We need to talk about Patron. Here we lost 430 houses, total is over 700 houses and over 170,000 acres to the fire in California. Damn.
No.
Yeah, right. Oz, go lie down. I'm not having your nails clipping the floor all night. Right, do me a favour, dude. Yeah, go take the coats. Well, that shouldn't. The door is not a coat hanger, is it?
Yeah.
No, it isn't. Yeah, so take those off, and then you can shut the door.
Oh God, this coat's absolutely sopping.
Absolutely slopping. My brother is going to Nepal for Christmas with his family, and so he had his Christmas day today, which has been absolutely brilliant because we've had heavy snowfall in Stoke today, quite heavy snowfall. So we had a Christmas dinner, didn't we?
Yeah.
And my brother Martin, he's reasonably well off, you know what I mean? He's done well for himself, so he's got a lovely home, hasn't he, Martin?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so he's got all the little treats, you know what I mean? And it was all very shiny and blingy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we got together with the cousins, and my other brother was there, you know, and it's like the three brothers get together. We'd all got our kids there, and then we all went sledging, didn't we? And a massive snowball fight.
Yeah.
That was good, wasn't it?
I got you over the head so many times.
You did, didn't you? You little sod. But we've had a good day, you know what I mean? It was quite interesting because I've discovered Christmas dinner makes you want to go to sleep, because I had my dinner and the first thing I wanted to do, you know, I never normally do this after a meal, is I wanted to go and just sit down and just unbutton the top button, sleep. But we had a snowball fight instead, didn't we?
Yeah.
It was good.
Can't escape it.
Right, very quickly. Yeah. Just to show my terrainiacs.
God, it was good.
Yeah.
This is the exact time when I got him right up the arse with a pile of snow.
Yeah, that was us in the fields behind his house having a snowball fight. Yeah, it was just a beautiful day, you know what I mean? Which means Dad's well stuffed, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
Shouldn't it?
You need that. It needs to go on a plastic one, otherwise it'll soak up all the... You need to go get the palette.
Oh, yeah.
And then we need to switch that light on if you're planning on on doing painting, dude.
I'm thinking just getting...
It might be a longer show tonight, you know, guys. The reason being is we've already had notifications via the phones that both the schools are shut tomorrow for Corbin and Willow, so they're not going to school. Yeah. So he doesn't have to rush off to bed. And to be truthful, I fancy just hanging and chilling tonight. We're still going to do the what you call it, the terrain question and answers. Yeah. We have got to talk about Patreon because I do need to talk about it because it will affect a few of you. So I do want to talk about it, but I don't want to go into it too heavily. What to do? Right. Questions first. If you have a terrain question for me. Come on, God damn it this, God damn it that. Are you wearing your mum's pyjamas?
Half.
Half of your mum's pyjamas?
They're comfortable.
They probably are, to be truthful. Hey, it's Max. I've got a few minutes. Just wanted to say thanks for all you've done in the past 3 months. For me, have been tough, and I really appreciate you just sitting, watching Melons. Nice one, Max. Nice one. Have you checked the kids' phones to make sure they didn't text you those things? No, mate. Right. So, yes. Terrain questions. The Google Doc is down below. Yeah. Let's see if we've got any questions coming in yet. We've got one in already.
This one first.
And right, the question's actually about Patreon, not terrain, and it's from Bill. I got an email you wrote me, RE Patreon. My math skills are terrible. Can you draw this out for us, Mel? Am I right in thinking I'm giving $1 per... I know 3... Yeah. All right, let's go through this. Let's do this Patreon thing because we need to do it.
It makes $1. Dude, if you make $1 per video.
Right, dude, you need to switch that light on if you're painting. You're not going to be able to see them. Yeah, prepare for blindedness.
Yeah, this is bright. Oh yeah, but you can spin it for me, can't you?
Oh, you. Right, what are you doing? Give me 1 second, guys.
I'm trying to point it down. It's okay.
You're going to blind us all.
I'm not turning it on.
Right. Bounce it there, off that wall.
Yeah, there you go.
And that will give you plenty of light
and just
without blinding us. Focus. Right. Oh. Right, Patreon. Where to start on Patreon? They've really gone and screwed the pooch, Patreon have. Okay. So what have they done? Well, Patreon in its ultimate wisdom has decided that, yeah, what happens right now is when you go on Patreon, yeah, you make pledges. And so let's say you pledge, you know, I'm going to pledge $1 per video to Mel, and I'm going to pledge $1 per video to Corbin, and I'm going to pledge $1 per video to Willow.
Oh hell, I'm money.
And what happens is at the end of the month, all those pledges, yeah, get pulled together. Yeah, and then they're billed, and then, you know, the fees for the fees for Patreon, which is 5% come out of them. There's another fee which is between 5 and 10% depending on how big the donation is, which is basically the credit card processing fee. And then what's left gets, you know, split between the various creators. And what's happened is, what they've decided would be a far smarter idea to do was rather than bundle all those little pledges together and now apply one processing fee, they've decided they're going to treat each pledge as a payment and apply a processing fee. Which is like, alright then, yeah, okay, you'd sort of apply a processing fee from, sort of all the pledges together, and you're just aggregating it across the pledges. But they've put in a 35 cents fee. So it isn't a percentage, which means if you pledge $1, okay, you're looking at actually the fee is about 38 cents. And then in their ultimate wisdom, they thought, tell you what, we'll make it better for creators. We'll get the people who are paying this money to pay the fee on top of the pledge. So if you come along and you pledge $1...
According to Nationwide Building Society.
Oh, shut up. According to if you come along and you pledge $1 on a video, then Patreon will go, okay, guess what? Yeah, there's another 38 cents on top of that to process it. Oh, all right then, yeah. And then we're going to do this for every dollar video you support. Well, basically what they've done is they've hammered the dollar sort of level. And basically what it means is you're essentially paying this, on a dollar pledge, you're essentially paying this 38 cents charge every video. So what I'm telling everyone on Patreon right now is basically, if you pledge for more than multiple videos, so if you pledge for more than one video, go in, work out what your maximum is, yeah, and then just squash those down and just pledge the maximum for one video, so you only get one charge. If you know the 40 cents is a massive issue to you, if you pledge, I mean, it works out that if you pledge $1 over 5 videos, it works out about another $2, which is $7. And I know a lot of people don't just pledge to me; they pledge to other patrons. And looking at it on Twitter and that sort of stuff, you know, there's people with ridiculous admin charges. Now the hope is they reverse this decision. Yeah, because it's really harming the platform. People are starting to jump off as a protest vote. Realistic terms for me, in the past 3 days, my monthly income has dropped by about $75. Yeah, and that's per month. So I'm looking at next year, I'm probably down just shy of of $850 across the year in 3 days, because I've lost X amount of patrons.
That's not nice.
Yeah, that's not nice.
That's not nice.
Yeah, so I hope they fix it. If not, yeah, then it's not going to kill me on Patreon.
Twitch.
Yeah, because you know what, we might have to go to Twitch, mate. I know it sounds crazy, but we might have to. It's not going to kill me on Patreon. Yeah, because a lot of my guys are moving into just one pledge, and you know, a lot of them are dropping 40 cents off the pledge or 50 cents off the pledge, so that the processing fee is just processed in with the amount, and it's exactly the same as it was before. But I am losing people who are jumping off as a protest vote sort of thing, and are jumping off because, you know, the multiple fees are making it untenable for them, which is completely understandable. I've not got a problem with that, because I'm not happy about it either. And so we're just going to have to weather the storm, see how we do in the new year. Yeah, and then we may have to go and discover new revenue streams. I've discovered they're called. God. Yeah, like Twitch. So we may end up on Twitch. Right, very quick. I haven't been looking at the comments as I got that out. So yeah, we have had issues with Patreon. That's what's going on. If you are a patron of mine, my recommendation is go on to Patreon, figure out how much your monthly cap was, and just put it on for one video. I will still be producing more than one video. I'll still be trying to produce as many as I can, as I always do. Yeah, but just to avoid the charges. And fingers crossed, they'll realise this is a bad idea and they'll change the rollout. Just on principle, change so they get less money. Yes! They've turned around and they've said it's not about them making money, and they've been quite clear about them not about making money. I'm not sure how much I believe that to be truthful. Yeah, until you see the actual, because you don't know what they pay on the other side. Now, with a percentage of the transaction, that was quite acceptable. You know what I mean? But the 35 cents charge, it hits the $1 donations. Now that hits me pretty hard, because, you know, everyone knows I only ask for $1. You know, the vast majority of my pledges are, I think 90% of my pledges are $1 pledges. You know, over a couple of videos in typical, but $1 pledges. So I'm really annoyed about it, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, on top of that, we got something like a day's notice to the change. And then they decide to I mean, I see Patreon as my wages. Yeah, that's, you know, that's comes in. I know it's in every month. I know it's going to pay bills. We're going to be okay. Talk about implementing a pricing billing change just before Christmas. Genius. So,
After Christmas, it'd be fine.
Well, it wouldn't be fine any time, but, you know, it's not what you want wandering into Christmas, is it? You know what I mean? Talk about going into the new year. I mean, it got quite annoying, because with Patreon and with the channel, we'd just about grown to the stage where actually it's okay. You know, these past couple of months, just the past couple. Well, I mean, you guys know I went full time with you guys, Patreon and that sort of stuff. Yeah, back in March, and over the summer it was a struggle, but you know, the past couple of months it got quite good, and then they've gone and done this,
and it's screwed us over.
Yeah, Odin's saying, well, if I counted that, they basically raised the fees for my pledges by 255%. Exactly. Do you know what? When they came up with this idea that they say they have been testing and researching for 12 months, I bet there was someone who had guru on their business card involved. Do you know what I mean? So I've had quite a late night. I'm going to be jumping on Patreon after this because there's a large thread on there which I'm replying to and that sort of stuff. Swap over to just doing PayPal payment every month. I'm going to be looking at different revenue streams, maybe product lines. I was talking with Kez. I mean, I know it facing financial uncertainty, but I was actually talking with Kez whether it's we forge ahead, and there's another studio next to mine which isn't that expensive, and I'm thinking about maybe take that on and do workshops, weekend workshops. So
I love that.
Oh, I bet you would.
Yeah,
right, you need water on your brush, dude. You're dry brushing that as your base coating. That's bad. You're going to knacker the brush. Shocking.
I'm sorry.
Right. Back to dancing for cash then, Mel. That money dance.
Get ready.
Not the money dance.
The gopher dance.
The gopher dance.
Don't tell our parents who dance for money.
So basically, yeah, my battle plan is on the Patreon thing is I'm encouraging everyone to consolidate their what you call it, the pledges into one, and I'm just assessing how badly, you know, the overall protest vote and the change in the price structure has caused people to jump off, and how bad of a hit that is. Okay, so we'll see. You know, I don't know, to be perfectly honest. You couldn't make it up, could you? Yeah. Now, very quickly, just a reminder, we do have the terrain questions. The Google Doc is open. We've got 7 questions so far. Yeah, I hope they are related to terrain. If they're not, we'll just wander through. I think we'll have a pre-question and answer session just to weed through any questions that are Patreon and that sort of stuff. Yeah, I'm just doing a quick, I'm sort of like, has it got any worse? Now I've advised. No, we're not any worse. That's all right. We can live with that. Yeah, we're good. We're good. What are you doing? Why have I just opened Photoshop?
I don't know.
Neither do I. Right.
That word.
Yeah, workshops. I think.
Anybody wants to come along to the workshops, it is okay. We are probably halfway across the world for most US people. So, yeah, just buy a plane.
Alan, don't need to up your pledge if you've got one pledge to make sure I get a little bit more. I'm not really concerned about the processing fees. You know, I just saw it as part of the business transaction. You know, I'm just happy you guys are there to support me. Right, but on that, what the... Really? Shall I shuffle across so you can get in a little on this action?
Yeah.
Come on.
Nobody
Come on,
can
boy.
even see me.
Because you're not at school tomorrow, are you?
No. Hopefully not, at least.
No, you're not.
I'm not.
Yeah, look.
Wait, I'm not.
You know?
No.
What does that say?
No.
See, text from the school. Not open till Tuesday the 12th.
I've got tomorrow off.
See,
Hi,
there's always a silver lining, isn't there?
Gordon. Hi, everyone. Oh my god. I did it.
Essex Hydra saying, I've got a ton of ideas how you could fix the issue, Mel, and we'll ping you an email. Oh, Bill, don't worry about the question being about Patreon. I appreciate you were concerned, you know, so I want to get this information out. Yeah. Ocular Garrison ended up running 7 games yesterday in 6 hours. Surprising how much that wears on you. It does, mate, it does. But on top of that, that idea, Ocular posted in the terrainiacs group the photos of the games he was running, and he got like a racing car game of some sort.
Ooh.
But he got a blanket, yeah, and then what he'd done is he'd got bits of cardboard, and he'd stuck, I'm assuming cardboard, I'm guessing this is how I'd do what you'd done, is he blue tacked them down or stuck the cardboard down so you got the track spaces, then sprayed over it. Yeah, so you lift them up, and then what you have is the light at the whatchamacallit, then you have the dirt at the track with light square spaces for your pieces to move along.
Oh, nice.
So we've got about 5 channels, and these pieces all going around the track. Mint, mate. Absolutely brilliant. The realisation of no school. Yeah, we know that one. Yeah. No snow days over here in Germany. It has been snowing all day, and now it's raining. Driving those 40 kilometres to get to my school where I will work. It will be a fun tomorrow morning. Oh, well, we have this thing called health and safety in Britain, and if at any moment the school thinks there's a chance that you could slip on ice, yeah, and hurt yourself, and they'd be liable, the school shuts.
No, so good. You know what I should do?
Thank you. I used metal bases so I didn't have to tack them down. Ah, yeah, so bits of metal. Yeah. I suppose if you've got them and you've got them the right size and easy access, that's a no-brainer, mate. It's just I wouldn't have access to that.
I wish I could sneak into the school.
Why do you want to go to school when you're not at school?
No, I mean, I would, like spray on ice. I would spray it all over the playground.
You don't want to put spray on ice. You just go up, yeah, and just spray the car park with a hose pipe because the cold will freeze it.
That's so good. Then they'll be liable for it.
What you want to do is you want to do it in the teacher's car park.
Okay,
because the moment the first teacher gets out of his car and slips on his bum, yeah, right outside his car, he's not going to walk into school. He's just going to go, I'm texting everyone. It's off. I've got a poor bum, and I'm going home where it's warm.
That's such a good idea.
It is, isn't it?
Also, why are you telling me all this stuff? Aren't you supposed to be trying to teach me?
Because no one will ever know, mate.
You're on YouTube on live feed. Someone, maybe, what is it? Quite a few people that are watching the
Tams
video
is saying
will
that's
know.
less to do with health and safety law and than the insurance companies not wanting to have to pay it out. I saw a brilliant, this was years ago, but I saw a brilliant piece per hour. I think it was on social media in the early days of social media. But like a health and safety executive. In the UK we have like, to compare to America and stuff like that, we have like government offices and they're regional based. So, it's like, the West Midlands, and we have the health and safety executive who are basically responsible for making sure that companies and places do follow like the regulations when it comes to safety things and that sort of stuff, which is obviously pretty good. The thing is that a lot of schools and a lot of people have stopped doing things on risk of liability, and they've claimed it health and safety. And I saw this wonderful sort of like notice from the health and safety executive. And it was basically like, we never banned conkers. We never banned British Bulldog. We didn't say this. We didn't say this. And it was just like them saying, look, stop blaming us for killing all the fun.
I still play British Bulldog at school.
No, you don't. What's it called?
British Bulldog.
Oh. Do not say this on the internet. All my legal hairs are standing on end. Oh. We'll be okay. The thing is, I can get away with it. Yeah, because I learnt that technique in the Beano. And if you don't know what the Beano is like a get out of jail free card for naughty stuff. Yeah, it's a schoolboy comic about, well, the Beano had lots of stories, but it's Dennis the Menace. I saw it on Dennis the Menace. It's been on the British Broadcasting Corporation. Yeah, Dennis the Menace is made by the BBC. The BBC is a state-owned programme. I can't get told off for doing exactly what the state has done. So basically,
that is smart.
It is, isn't it?
That is actually that is high IQ level.
I love Immersive World Crafter. That's an interesting name. The other day, it was so cold here. My daughter's school heater broke. They had to put the coats on. The next day, it still wasn't fixed, and she was sent home at 11 a.m. because it was too cold for them. Yeah, I can understand that. You know, it's not fair. I wouldn't have my kids working in a school with no heating. Yeah, okay, put your coat on, survive through a couple of hours till end of day. That's one thing. Hasn't had heating on overnight.
That's wrong.
Yeah. They're kids at the end of the day.
Like me.
No, I'm not even reading that, Anthony.
Dad, I should go in the day before and because the janitor's office is never locked. I could go and turn off
Ocular,
all the
please
heating.
do.
Dad, the janitor's office is never locked in the school. I could basically just turn off all the heating and nobody would actually ever know.
I've said you'd have to break in, which is illegal, and go get your watch-colour.
I could do it the day before school. Like, no, while school's happening during dinner time, all the janitors are always out of the room doing stuff around the school. So it'd be a perfect time for me to go in.
No, look. This is like me when I saw Flight of the Navigator. Yeah, I really wanted that ship. Compliance. Yeah, I wanted that, dude. Yeah, but there was the realization that it's never going to happen. That's the realization.
Stop ruining it for me.
Hey, look, it's not that. That can't even be on the cards. Okay. Do you want to go to Discovery?
To be honest, there is quite a few close friends that I have there.
Yeah, and what do they all say about Discovery? You need stab vests.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah, okay.
I have had one of my friends tell me that before.
Yeah, exactly. So
actually, Matthew's never complained before.
Matthew's quick.
Completely true.
Right. Gary's saying Flight of the Navigator is an ace film. I know, it's brilliant.
I know. When my dad first showed me, I was like...
Do. Right, now what we do have to do is we do have to talk about... What's with the autofocus today? It's on a Benny.
Focus.
Now what we do have to do, yeah, is even Kat's telling me we need to sort the PayPals. Now, the current target is 812, but I do believe my Jason has told me it's probably going to be more than that. Yeah, we'll leave it at that and we'll just keep going. We've got to deal with the Patron Apocalypse. Patronageddon? Patron Apocalypse? Patapocalypse? Patapocalypse? Patronageddon. Patronageddon we've got to deal with. So, right now, targets. But I do want to shout out all of last show's stream heroes.
Patropocalypse. Come on, give it a go.
Give it a go.
Give it a go.
We have Rolf, Dave, Sparky. Odin, you've killed my light, dude.
I haven't killed your light. You've
Rob,
killed my light. Come on,
Dan,
light.
Siri,
Come on.
and that was Watchcall. The Goonies was good as well.
Oh, the Goonies.
Right,
I had
okay.
a disc for that.
That's not going to switch back on. Okay, you're going to have to leave it calm down a bit.
Oh.
I don't know why it's doing that, but
I have the disc for the Goonies upstairs.
it is a good film. Right, shuffle across a bit so Dad can get in.
Shuffle across a bit. I'm not on anymore.
Right, have you cleaned your brush, or is there still paint on it? Are you still painting?
I'm not finished yet.
Right. Do you want to go get... There's no space for... There's no plug for the lamp, is there? There is a plug for the lamp. You know what you call it, Mum's lamp on a bedside table?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want to unplug that, bring that down instead?
Yeah.
Go on then. Yes, so... Yeah, we are dealing with Patron Apocalypse. Yeah, I have had a couple of guys, sort of... tell me I will be okay, and it has been great. But, yeah, if you would like to support the show through this... It's not a season of cheer, this season of doubtful uncertainty, yeah, then you can jump on. There are links below. You can jump on Patreon. If you do jump on Patreon, go for pledge for one video, okay? If you jump on the PayPal me link and give a one-off, you will be put on the screen. So, yeah, let's do those. Let's clear that. Let's get our stream heroes back, because I do see we've had PayPal, so we will have to cover that. Oh, let's get... So, to our stream heroes of a previous show, thank you. Yeah, we need to stop the fade, as we call it. There we go. And
Hello, people of the future.
season of spending money, money, and more money. Oh man,
Completely.
it's Christmas, isn't it?
What about Halloween?
I'm looking like Santa in more ways than one. Right, Odin and Remy. Yeah, we've got a nugget each from both of them. So,
Sound. Oh.
whoa, dude,
Hey.
there you are. Right, can you
I
put
got
that there? Yeah, so you got a bit of
got
light. Right, do me a favour, just bounce that down so I'm not glowing. Yeah, so, dude. Right, we've got our Odin. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, Odin.
Yeah, and we've got
It's Odin.
Raimon. Raimon S?
Raimon-S. Raimon.
I think so, dude. It's always a challenge with you foreign names, but we do our best.
What if it's English?
Yeah, but it'd be like, dude, I'm from Birmingham.
That's so wrong.
Right, so thank you guys. Thank you, what you call it?
Everybody tell off my dad in the chat. Call him a bad
Wasn't
person.
8:12 last week's start? No, I don't think it was it? I don't know. No, didn't we start 8:50? We got 38. Cheers, buddy. Mel, you're pregnant and you've got a glow about you. It's quite a warming glow, isn't it? I'm looking a bit rough to be true. No, dude, please, no. I'm looking a bit rough to be truthful. I think I've had quite a struggling week with the toothache. Yeah, and you know how toothache wears you down.
Yeah, twice today just in the car.
837, I think. Right, okay. Where's Jace this week? I don't know where Jace is. He hasn't messaged. I haven't been able to get much into the studio, so I haven't managed to catch up with him either.
Why would you catch up with Jason in the studio?
Because he visits me in the studio.
Does he?
Yes.
How does he visit you from that far away?
He lives in Clayton.
It's quite far away for a visit.
He's closer to the studio than I am.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh. I thought he lived quite far away.
You thought he lived quite far away. Tell you what, shall I do some painting with you since we're not rushing this show? We're not going to be knocking off at 10:30. Yeah? So, power cut due to the snow? No, what you call it? Different lights.
Yeah, we got a... Do you want to show him?
Rolf, thank you, buddy.
We got him.
We'll wait for that to drop through. We'll wait for another stream hero.
I'd say... Is he already on, Rolf?
I don't know.
I think you put Rolf on.
No, I think we've got him there. Let's get him done. And then what we'll do is we'll do terrain questions. I'm going to do a bit of painting. I'm going to tell you about what's coming up. We are working on some monstrous trench lines at the minute. Yeah, they're looking rather nice. They're looking beastly, that's for sure. Mel don't do small trenches. We're not doing the little, like... You know when you get like the breastworks, where it's like a little barrier either side of a flat bit that you put together? No. No, these are about 15 inches deep. A 3-inch slope on them.
Where is your models, Dad?
My models will be in the kitchen. We've had €2 from Rolf.
Hey, that would equate
We'll call it 2 nuggets. It's close enough.
1.4...
Don't do maths, dude. Oh, we've broken the 800 mark. There you go. Let's get Rolf on the screen. Thank you, buddy. It's always good knowing you guys have got my back in situations like this. So yes, yeah. What was I talking about? Trenches are looking nice, but I'm going to have a day at home because Kez is at uni tomorrow, so it looks like I'm looking after the kids. Genius. Thank you, school. So dentist on Tuesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, going to have to work the weekend, I think. Oh, I'm in Nottingham on Saturday. Maybe visit Warhammer World? Does anyone here even know what board war games are? Yeah. Hell yeah. Are you going to do your own sandbags or using Hearst Art? So, for the trench systems, I'm using, I'm doing my own sandbags. Are they changeable or set trenches? I'm doing 2-foot modular pieces. I didn't want to do the really modular small breastworks one.
Dad, £2. No,
Don't you drop my models?
I know, $2 to £1 to £2 is No, $2 converted to English money is £1.75.
No, you said euros.
Yeah, euros, 175. Close enough.
Yeah, I said it.
Warhammer World, take a gas mask. I know, been there before.
Why?
It's Warhammer World, mate.
True.
The nerd funk is strong.
Completely true. Last time I went there, when he walked in the bar, my God, it was
You could chew it.
I know. I was sitting like, holy God, what kind of bloody air fashion does he have in here?
So we are going to chill. We are going to answer some terrain questions in a minute.
We're actually going to do stuff
Yeah.
about modelling.
Well,
Yeah.
can you shut the door?
Oh, yeah.
And there's an El Kitty. Oh, dude. Well. Yeah, if you're wondering, we've got a bit of test of honour going on.
Yeah, my bling ninjas.
You bling. Go on, show me your bling ninjas.
Should I show my
Let's go to desk cam.
My samurai. Okay, let me pull this up so there's a bit.
No, don't pull this.
There's a bit less light.
Alright.
Because you can't actually see him.
The bling. It's that camera there, mate.
Oh.
Yes,
Samurai.
these are bling samurai. I don't think it's going to focus for you.
Yeah. Focus is horrible today.
So yes, Corbin's working on his bling samurai. Don't burn out that.
I'm not. I'm putting it back so I get a bit of light over here.
George saying, thanks for your tutorial on wire armoured trees. I've started my first for 135th. Looking great. Nice one. Seeing as Corbin is in drag on the show, in his mum's pyjamas, does that mean the chances of drag mail has increased?
Probably.
No.
To be honest, you are in your pyjama bottoms.
You should ask Corbin to get you a long stand from the kitchen. He's been sent for long stands before. Right. Yeah, we've done Rolf. We're caught up on there. We know that we've got things to discuss. So yeah, a couple of things that may be coming in the new year then. So I may be doing workshops here in Stoke. That's going to be interesting. On top of that,
That's going to be good.
we may have to look at product lines.
You could sell the stuff that these people have been making.
You can't sell what they've been making.
Oh.
We'd have to make it and sell it. Which basically means at the weekend you'd have to go to the studio and work for me. It's like slave labour.
I don't mind that because I actually like it doing it. It's kind of like a hobby for me.
It is a hobby, son. It is a hobby.
Until you grow up.
He'll have a flashback when he gets about 30. Hobby? Hobby? I work 40 hours a week. Product, but you mean the Holy Grail t-shirts? Yes. I think what we're going to do is figure out t-shirts. I think what we might have to do is do a monthly t-shirt sort of
Dad.
run. You know, if you want it,
Dad.
get it that month.
Dad, remember me and Willow, your tits. Dad'll tell you what that means.
Yes, what do you call it? When we go on car journeys and Corbin and Willow are in the back, it's specifically what you call it?
Terrain based.
Terrain based. You know, when we're going to go see a castle or something like that. I tell the children at the back that, yeah, they're my most favourite pair of tits. Yeah?
Oh God, shut.
Yeah? Terrainiac in training scheme.
Yeah, that's what it means.
You are a Terrainiac in training, aren't you?
Yes, I am a tit. This is what life has
So,
come to in this
trust me,
house.
we've got lots of interesting slogans. The daughter doesn't know, but I've got the grandson, yeah, our little LT. I've got him a t-shirt which says, I love tits. Terrainiac in training scheme. What's the... I've already saved the mime on my phone.
Oh my,
Yeah.
show.
No. Yeah, because obviously it'll take me ages to find it. But I've already saved the mime. You know the one from Lord of the Rings, the "You have no power here." I'm Grandad. You are
Oh my God. This
just like a dad. Embarrasses kids. It's what they're for.
Yep, we are tits.
Right, that's enough of that, eh?
Okay.
Right, what Dad's going to do right now?
Enough of them titties.
Oh, dude!
Hey,
5 nuggets from Take Cover. Let's get him on the screen. Thank you, buddy.
You are great.
He is.
Love you loads.
Take cover.
Take cover.
What are you doing, lad?
I don't know.
I think we may have to initiate the scroll.
Oh my god.
We'll slow the scroll down a bit as well.
Yes, it's not like super fast.
We can speed it up a bit. Speed it up.
You
Speed it up. Speed it up.
Still go.
Speed it up. Speed it up.
Type in 99. Hey! See if anybody can read that.
Yeah, so alright, okay. We're in one of those moods today, aren't we?
Yeah, we just broke it.
Put Pikachu. Pikachu poo.
Pikachu?
We can do that. We can do that.
Oh god, I forgot to paint this guy's blade. God, I'm a bad human.
You painted all the wrong things on those gold. You know that, don't you?
Yep.
Do you care?
Nope.
So the fact that we're going to a tournament and you're playing people,
Yep.
yeah, that doesn't factor in at all.
No. Not at all.
Right. Right.
Oh, I painted one side of the blade, but not the other.
Read the note out. I put in with it. Okay. I've got to find it now.
If it says I am a tit, I'm going to be scared.
It's not going to say that. Right, drop that now, okay?
Okay. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Just chill. Funds for the gas mask filter, so when you visit Warhammer World, for Warhammer World safety, we don't want to see a dead Mel. Very true.
Take over the channel.
Just signed up on Patreon. Exactly the wrong time, I know. Let's get Connor on the screen. Just make sure you've put your pledges for one video, mate, so you're not paying multiple charges. Okay? Yeah. Thank you, dude.
Thanks. Especially during the worst time. You've helped us a lot.
Yeah. Patreon-ageddon. Yep. Thank you, buddy. Right, I am going to go top my mug. When we come back, we'll jump onto some terrain questions. I'll also bring my paint.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, no point me just having models, is there? Because we'll do some terrain questions, then we'll just have a bit of a bimble and a paint, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, keep this going till about, well, we normally go till about 10:30, but we'll go till about, well, it'll have to be 11 for you, because you're going to have to call it then at the latest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might go a little bit longer, guys. But first, Mel needs a top up. Kat, can you watch the comments for me with Corbin being here? I'm only there, but you know what I mean. Right. Shovel across, host the show, dude. Tell them about
Hey, I
Test
get
of
you
Honor.
a chair now.
Yeah, you get the power chair. Right, tell them about your models, what they are, and what game we're playing.
Playing Test of Honor. I'm not a good speaker in front of people, so I got. What do you think? Should we switch over to the desk cam for a bit? You know what I mean? Switch over desk cam mode so you can see painting models in progress. Chic. Flick over the desk cam so you can see what I'm doing. Ready? I've got these models ready. Let's have some Test of Honor models here. This is all this is from the starter set. You know what I mean? Just, I did a PayPal. Let Mel know Corb. Couple of painting. Hey Dad!
Yes.
We have a PayPal.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have.
Yep.
Do you think you can do it?
I
Actually, you can't activate my phone, can you? You'll have to wait. No, you can't, mate.
I know your password.
Bugger off my phone. Right. Oh, we've had a couple of PayPals.
Hey,
Tell you what.
Okay.
Listen, don't be beggy or anything like that.
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm just showing them what I've got here. You know what I mean? Flipped over the desk cam.
Yeah, we'll watch clip. We'll jump on them when we get back.
Yeah. So, I've got. Thank you for the PayPal for the. By the way, we'll talk about it when my dad comes back because I'm not a good I'm not a good talker. Yeah. How much does it need to snow there for the school to be cancelled? Not much, to be honest, Odin. It really doesn't take much. Yeah.
What's that?
Odin's just asked how much does it take for the school to actually be snowed up.
Not much at all.
See? Said the same thing.
For example, the roads outside are perfectly clear.
Not 1 inch is in a workshop. But
There's not a single piece of snow. It's all mounted on the roads. But
I'd say right now it's probably around 4 inches.
It's alright, mate. They've already said you can have the day off, so they're not going to call
Yeah.
before tomorrow morning and go, no, we've changed his mind.
Yeah.
We want them all in.
God, that'd be horrible. Who's saying we'll chat? Just updating my Patreon support. It will be the US $4 per month. Keep up the good work. Thank you. That will save a lot. 128 kilometers in the south from the Arctic Circle right now, and moving to live. Oh, Dad, look.
what?
Look at Odin.
128k.
Could you imagine how cold?
Wow.
It is up there? That'd be quite cold. That would.
That you'll have to send us photos. Right, jump out
Yeah,
the
did you
parachute,
get-
dude.
You have to send us photos of that. That's unbelievable amounts of snow.
Right. So what have you told about Test of Honour? Have you told them anything?
I've just
No.
what we got. You know what I mean? Didn't want to get too far without you. My dad. Can't believe he took my power seat though. It's a bit annoying.
Oculus saying he's in Florida. It's 50 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
that sounds nice.
Yep.
Can we share this palette, mate?
Yeah. If we place it here.
Yeah.
Just on desk cam right now so they can see us painting.
Yeah, that's okay, isn't it? Right, we have had some PayPals, so let's get these guys done. Cat sent in 20. Darling!
Calm down, cat.
With
You
your,
don't have to do that much.
what have you done with the... Where's the text gone?
I haven't clicked anything. Click main screen, see if it comes back.
You tried to do the text, didn't you?
Ah, she didn't click anything. Tom, did you hear any clicking?
Alright,
didn't do that.
let's get our cat on. Thank you, cat. That's 20 from cat.
Oh, what quiz are here? Gonna try and make it a bit less.
Yeah, no. Eat your quavers quietly. And Stemmer. See Timmer? I always get that one. Thank you guys, he sent in 5. So that's 25 off our total. So come on, maths boy. Yeah. 93 minus 25.
770, 788. 788.
788.
No, actually.
Come on.
68. No, yeah, 68.
Well done.
Sorry, Matt. I had brain fart then.
Brain fart. Thank you guys. Thanks for supporting me. It is appreciated. It really is. We will get through the patron apocalypse. Oh. Right. So yes, Test of Honour.
Yeah?
Don't forget, fret, patron Mal. We will overcome their futile attempts to keep the world from terrain. It's always an adventure sailing on the good ship Terrainia, isn't it?
If it comes to it, we'll come straight to you in real life.
You can pay.
Perfect. The money that you give me.
With the money I give you.
Yeah. 'Cause I don't have any money.
No, you don't. You don't, do you?
Yeah.
So yes, what you call it? We will have to see about. I wonder actually whether I can. Let me move that up. Can I move that up a bit and then drag that? No, that's not worked. Silly man. Professional as ever.
Look at those quavers on the top of the screen where the button.
Okay, I don't know what. Well, let's just leave it as that. You're always welcome in Texas, Corb. Thanks, George. Cheers, mate.
Oh, I wasn't giving them to you.
Well, you shouldn't have waved them in front of my face then, should
I
you?
was giving them in front of you. Yes?
When you're used to it, it's not a big deal. Ah, the weather. Right. I think the logical thing to do is we'll do some painting, we'll
Yeah.
do some terrain questions while we do it.
Oh.
We have had another PayPal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple of terrain questions first, guys.
You're mean.
While I shake my paint. Hello, Princess. Would you like to come on screen, big screen? Yes, you've got a day off school tomorrow as well, haven't you? Oh, there you are. That's no use. You can't see you. You might... Come in here. Come on. You had a good day today?
Come get out of the camera.
No, Will,
shit.
don't be mean.
Oh, it's stroppy bum.
Here you are. Here's my drama queen, my drummer girl. That drummer girl.
On Wednesday, are any of you going to see Aladdin?
There's not a good chance they're going to be seeing... What have you got over your face?
That's my chocolate.
Could you imagine
That's
somebody
not
used-
chocolate.
Wait, is it a dot?
Could you
Yeah.
imagine if somebody
Remember
used...
the wart that Evie drew me?
Evie drew a wart on your face, did
Yeah,
she?
remember for the nanny bit of fee on the charades?
Oh, right. On the charades.
Playing charades without me.
Yeah?
You were playing Xbox with Jay?
Oh, I was, wasn't I?
Yes, you were.
And we had a lot of fun.
Right. Let's do a terrain question, then we'll jump on that PayPal. Yeah, because I don't want this show just to be, you know, thank you. Oh, we've had another... Thank you. You know what I mean?
What's 1 + 1? Window.
Right.
Done
So,
it!
let's close that.
Calm down, Will.
Right, let's open that. Right, we need... Let's drag that across to there so we can see it. Let's open our questions.
God,
Can they
I love
still
the
see
play.
us?
Yeah, they can still see us.
Even though we can't see them.
Yeah, even though we can't see them.
Okay, I'm actually out of the frame.
Whoa, calm down.
So I've got
In
no
fact,
reason-
where have the comments gone? Oh, there.
You need a bit camera down.
There we go. Right, so we've got everything set up. Oh, we've got 19.
Can I come to Texas then, George? What he said?
He does. Right, that's Bill's question.
says
We've done that
cool.
one.
It says called Willow. Not allowed.
Can I answer one of the questions?
Right, Tom.
Can I answer one?
Willow, you might want to move out the way. You like covering Dad's face.
I'm trying to.
Right, how do you like to texture tree bark for high detail trees? I tend to go for, when I'm going for my high detail trees, I sculpt them with a sculpting tool. You know, that way I can put in the knots in the wood, and I can get it where
They need to be.
the previous branches, the boughs have sort of fallen off, and then you get the ring effect and that sort of stuff. And so, you know, I prefer to sculpt with a sculpting tool, pretty typically into milliput. If it's a proper feature tree, then milliput gives me the time to actually get the detail in. Now, there's a load of other different techniques. You can scrunch up, what do you call it? You can put the texture in with rolled up foil. Go on. You eating? So yeah, what do you call it? Bark for high detail trees, I'd sculpt it in. You can get rollers and little things like that you can roll the texture in.
Yeah, no, you have a couple of them, don't you? It's like brick paths.
Yeah, I have, and you can do it with a wire brush. You can do it with a toothbrush, if your milliput is soft enough or you've got a firm enough toothbrush. What a face, Willow.
Could you imagine
Right,
having
you.
to have two
Come on,
brushes
jump off.
to mould it?
You're not dominating the show.
I want to stay on.
I want you want to stay on. Well, I've got to be able
Come on,
to do
Willow.
the show.
Just-
Haven't
I
I?
want to answer the question now.
Yeah, but you don't know terrain.
How about Willow? If you
Okay.
answer a question, you go away.
Yeah.
Everyone, right. You answer a question, you go away. Right, let's go for the
if
next...
I was to do the tree, I'd just put my nails in it.
Would you?
Yeah, because it would make patterns.
They would.
This is...
There you go.
Oh, and that was a trick.
Right. Next question from Mr. Hellcat991. I'm planning on doing a 100th scale diorama, and I have a question. How to make a 100th scale hedge? Greetings from Poland. 100th. So what's 100th? We're talking what? 15 mil?
Like Corbin on his side.
For a 15 mil hedge, you're going to be looking at most of what's at the standard sort of 28 mil techniques, and just looking at the smaller materials. 15 mil you can get away with the scouring pad techniques. There's a video in the foliage playlist. And the technical tutorials, foliage and plants and ground cover. And there's a video on hedge substructures and that sort of stuff and coatings. And so there'll be a couple answers in there, mate. Yeah, 15 mil, hedge will be about that big. Yeah, you could probably even get away with doing it with clump foliage. There are some companies that produce hedge clump foliage. Okay, Javis is one of them. Okay, you could just literally glue that next to each other on a strip. Right, let's go. We've got 20 questions. Let's keep going.
Jarvis is good.
Right. Okay, Rudy. Any hints on what the next video will be? Yes, trenches. Okay.
Trenches.
At the start of the month, I thought I was in a reasonable position, so I thought I'll take a little bit of time. We'll invest and do, these last few big videos. There's 3 trench videos coming. Okay. A technical tutorial on trench walls, because they're all the different ways you can do them. The actual main trench build, and then I'm building a massive Atlantic wall naval gunnery bunker that's about 15 inches across on one of the pieces. And so there's a special sort of another video on that to wrap up the battlefield basics. But at the start of the month, because I thought everything's all right, I can do this, and then we'll have enough videos out by the end of the month and everything will be sorted. Yeah, I thought, okay, we'll get it rolling.
And that was before Patreon.
Yeah, and before school closed. It's going to cost me a day. Right, next question. What the hell is happening with t-shirts? They are definitely coming. We'll have to have a sit. We'll have a chat about that. In fact, if I can, shall we do a Christmas t-shirt?
Oh, hell yes.
And what we'll do is we'll launch it on something like T-shirt or Teespring or one of those. You wet your brush, mate. Yeah, you know terrainiacs in training as well, don't you?
And then we can put holly around it and Santa and reindeers on the side. That'll make it Christmassy.
Yeah, so... Oh, pardon me. So, yeah, I think with the T-shirts, they're definitely coming. I think, logically, the best thing to say is we'll do a bit of a jolly, yeah? Well, we do have a live show on Christmas Eve, because it's a Sunday night. And we've already spoken to, the power in the house.
The mum.
Yeah. And the mum has approved it. And so we'll be having a Christmas special. We're having a bit of a Christmas party, I think, Christmas Eve. And so we'll have to throw a Christmas t-shirt up, won't we?
I've got a couple ideas already.
Have you?
Yeah.
I know.
No.
And we can put Santa sticking out over the tea.
Yes. Right. Next question.
What? You went
And I'm not sure it's a question. Seriously irritated right now. I ordered a SJ4000 camera so I could take pics of my terrain and miniatures, and it turns up and it's counterfeit and the quality sucks. Dude. Unlucky.
Can you get
I've
it
got
back?
bad.
Well, if it's counterfeit, the chances are of you getting it back and it, unlucky lad. Is it now a bad time to ask about clump flock? No, actually it isn't. We'll get you it. Right. And question 10. Question 10 is what your cat telling me to clean the stream heroes up. It's been one of those shows, guys. Ocular Garrison. As you saw from my Boona Eve Classic game on Facebook yesterday, I had a mad fast build in a week to get it on the tabletop for yesterday. Any recommendations on what I may have missed besides washing and airbrushing?
How's this dry brushing?
Food.
And dry brushing. Have you sealed them, mate? Quite often when you're in a rush, you skip the sealing section. Yeah, and then it becomes a job that you should do, that a job becomes forgotten, and then they get damaged. So just double check that you have sealed them. If you haven't, pull them to one side, do your sealing coats. You also could do your final, more detailed detailing. Now, I'm not criticising the terrain, but as you said, it was a quick set. A lot of terrain in a week, and you kept everything simple so you could work in sections. Now might be the time to go back and spend an evening on it and just giving it a bit of variation, throw a few different colours in, throw a few different materials on. Yeah, but beyond that, it looked awesome, dude. It looked awesome.
Dad, look at that comment.
Yes, okay. We get the joke, and we're growing up now, but come on. So yeah, I feel like Garrison. Other than a bit of detailing and make sure you've sealed them, I think you're good, bud. Shia, I enjoy model painting, but I'm new to terrain creation. I would love some pointers for getting started, please. Well, welcome to the hobby. First off, I think the first thing you've got to realise is you've already done terrain, you've just done it in a really, really small way because you've done bases. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is, if you're going from model painting to terrain making, is try to make bigger bases. And my recommendation for this is making CD scatter terrain. So your old CDs and your DVDs that you no longer use,
I have
you
some
can
of them
use.
upstairs,
Yeah,
don't
I know. I have some of them under my terrain as well.
Nice.
Use them as scatter bases. Now, the first video in the Let's Make playlist is that tutorial, and that video is designed specifically to take all new terrain builders from your model basing to larger terrain basing. Okay, and once you've got the basing stuff down, the very basics of the flocking and putting it together as a slightly larger base, you can then go on and add whatever you want onto it that fits with your gaming, whether it's building this, whether it's rocks, rivers, roads. But the basic principles of working on larger basing,
Hey, Daddy,
that's
you
what that
start on the
teaches.
models.
I'm busy at the minute, mate. I'm working.
I mean, you got Willow sitting on top of you.
Sorry, Mel. Ellen was falling asleep, but I'm still here. No worries, Will.
Who's Ellen?
Kitten. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Rob. Enjoying the snow, guys? Fellow Stokies there.
Mini snowman.
Miscast terrain. What is the best solution for terrain storage and transportation?
Put it in a stack in a storage box, bubble wrap around it, sorted.
Do you know what? He's not far off there. Now, you're talking terrain storage and transportation, which makes me think that this is more about going to the club, taking it to play games, that sort of stuff, than actually, I've made this, I want to ship it out. And there's a big difference between the two. As Corbin says, stack and store boxes, but what I would do is I would identify your preferred stack and store boxes before you make the terrain, and then look at how you can design the terrain to fit in the stack and store box. What you can do is you can get a load of battens, say an inch by inch, wooden batten, cut it down at half the height of the stack and store box, and then you can glue 4 pieces into the corners, and that will give you a resting ledge that you can put a board on. So you can put 1 layer of terrain in a box, put a board down, put another layer of terrain on. That works really well. Your choice of stack and store box isn't about your terrain, it's about where you can store these stack and store boxes and get the maximum of them in the future in that space. So quite often, when I moved into the studio, I kept an eye on one particular corner between a cabinet and a wall, and I measured the distance, then went and got a load of boxes that specifically fitted that gap. Yeah? I could have got bigger ones, I could have got smaller ones, but that maximised that storage area for me, and I could stack them high. So it's about sort of not looking at the terrain, but going before the terrain if you're looking for a decent terrain storage and transportation solution. Because what you'll end up with is, as your terrain sets develop for your clubs and that sort of stuff, you'll have a stack and store box that's themed, and you'll just come along and you just grab the ones you need.
Dad?
Yes.
I feel bad for that comment.
It's -6 here in Scotland, but no snow. To be truthful, Scotland does get cold, but we've got people who are like quite close to the Arctic Circle, and it's so cold there that if you went for a pee, it'd freeze before it came out of you.
I know.
That's a bit of frost nip, innit?
I don't feel bad because they can't go sledging.
They can't go sledging. In -6, they won't want to go sledging.
We did and
Bad enough in
now
our
I head first
temperature.
into a nettle bus.
You did.
I know.
Do you class Die Hard as a Christmas movie? Mate, it isn't. What you call it? It isn't Christmas until you see Hans Gruber thrown off the top of Nakatomi Tower. It just simply isn't. We all know it. Jingle bells, jingle. It's a Christmas movie. It's based in Christmas. It's about a man bringing his family together at a time of Christmas Eve.
Mind blown.
It is, isn't it? But it's not Christmas until you see Hans Gruber thrown off a Christmas tower, off Nakatomi Tower.
Oh.
Do you know what that is?
No.
Okay. Back in the early, in the late 90s, there was a terrorist incident, in New York, at Nakatomi Plaza. And it was full. It was massive. They blew the top of the building up and everything. Fires. The LA, the LA went in and tried to assault the building with essentially an armoured personnel carrier. Yeah, but they brought man-portable rocket launchers. Yeah, so they destroyed the armoured personnel carrier of the New York police force. Yeah, from one of the windows. Yeah, but there was this one cop who was actually visiting his wife who was at the party. Yeah, with this one group of people who were still in the tower on Christmas Eve having the Christmas party. And he fought more than one of them.
Wait, so every year somebody gets thrown out of a window?
No.
Oh, sorry, LA police, not New York. Sorry, guys, it's been a while, you know. You haven't shown it to them? They're a bit young for a documentary like that, Doc.
Especially me.
Yeah. I didn't say when it gets down to -30 and lower here. Oh!
Wait, where does it say that?
There.
God, I can imagine -30. It'd be hell.
The holidays don't start until Die Hard and Elf are watched.
Yeah.
What's Die Hard?
Die Hard. Die Hard's the documentary about that terrorist attack.
Well, I've seen Elf.
Elf.
You're halfway there.
Elf's a good movie. Really brings in the Christmas spirit.
What's the name of the guy? What's his name? I've forgotten. I can't remember. I can't tell them. The cop. You know what I mean? He got quite famous, didn't he? Right, Rudy is asking, is there going to be a Christmas special? Yes, we've covered it. Christmas Eve, guys, come join us. We'll start about... Should we start early?
Yeah.
We'll try and start about 8 o'clock UK time, and I am going to wish you Merry Christmas on Christmas Day, because we won't finish until about midnight, UK time. So we can't stay up too late on Christmas because Santa is coming, and if we don't go bed, he's going to pass over the house, and you're not going to get anything, are you?
But Dad, one night I came down from having a nightmare and I saw you and Mum putting the presents under.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Santa only brings the special ones for you. I have to get the presents for my family and that sort of stuff. So that's what you saw.
No, you put one of my presents under.
Yeah, I was moving it from where Santa dropped it off early.
Well, then why does Gordon not get presents from Santa?
Gubben does get presents from Santa.
Well, why does it say only me? Wrecked.
Wrecked. Bloody wrecked. Dad, why only this? Suck you in. So what are you saying? Are you saying Santa isn't real?
Well,
Let me put it this
What
way.
if Santa puts coal in your stocking at
Let
Christmas?
me put it this way. My premise is Santa is real. He's the one that brings you presents.
Well, then how do you buy the presents?
Well, if you don't believe in Santa,
What?
do you think you're getting presents this year?
Hey, if he just gives me coal, I'll I'll chuck it in the fire. I can't. That as a present.
We have an electric fire, Willow.
I'm in the one outside, Corbin.
Where?
The traitor, the Grinch who stole Christmas. Oh dear. It shows when he's near to your house. See, Gary's telling you. Dad was looking through presents to take what he wanted first.
So you're...
Santa is real and yeah.
Santa's real.
If you want to know a great parenting trick, whilst taking your children through the Welsh mountains, convince them that the difference between English sheep and Welsh sheep, okay, is that Welsh sheep have legs shorter on one side so they can stand up straight on mountain sides.
That's amazing.
We didn't do that to you, but we did it to the niece and nephew, and they believed it for 4 years. The best one was the niece wrote a homework on it as a scientific fact. Right.
I've actually got a fact.
Okay, we've got a few more questions. We'll let those build up a little while. I'm looking for Jacobite men around 28 mil. Do you have any ideas of the best ones and from who? Jacobite. Terrainiacs, you're going to have to help me with this. I've got no answer on this one. What are Jacobite? Is that, what do you call it, sort of biblical times?
Sounds like it.
Calm down, Jez. That's a couple of years worth of therapy. Right, I've got some PayPals to do, and Willow, you need to jump off my legs because they're going dead, darling.
Well, can I just say my fact?
Go on, say your fact, and then you need
Somewhere
to...
in the world, people leave their shoes outside and they put sweets and chocolate in if they were good, or if they were bad, then Santa will come in and whack them in the face.
I don't think that's a fact.
And they think that Santa lives in Spain in a villa.
Listen, okay.
Spain!
Love you!
I can't believe you still think Santa's real.
He is real, what are you going on about?
Really, Mum's told me herself.
What do you mean Mum's told you yourself?
Mum's told me that Santa's not real.
Right, you definitely need more water on that brush, mate.
You've seen the water on it.
Your strands are separated. Actually, yeah. Oh, you've got one buggy. You've got one strand that's stuck out. Right. Jacobite, Scottish and English followers of James. Yeah, that... Now it rings a bell. Right, let's do these PayPals because, you guys have been awesome. We've got 3 by the looks of it.
Hell yeah, from Domino's.
Oh.
What was that? What? £50. Been putting them on twice.
The thing is, son.
We got to. The man donates £50. We found out he's a woman now. Then, here's the thing.
There would be, yeah, but because of an earlier issue and something, there can't be, okay? But I owe you one. Just let me work through this other issue first. Those who've been watching the show from the start will understand. But, holy Hannah, guys. Right. Should we update the amount first? Yeah. Wait.
Do you want me to do
Wait,
that?
no. I just need to work it out. Oh yes! We have had some stream heroes tonight, fellas. Right, let me move my models aside so I can type on a keyboard.
Woo!
Yes. From George. Go on, George. Pop up.
George?
Keep the faith, Mal. Patrons have been attacked on all fronts by all creators and supporters. I know, fingers crossed, they will sort it out. So George has sent in 20 quid to keep us going. Thank you, buddy.
George, you are a legend.
Right, did that go in there? No. Catch you later, Insane.
We love you and we will deliver you a present this Christmas.
Right, next up. We've got Mike G. Thanks for the inspiration for the CDs. No worries, buddy. It's what I'm here for. Michael? Is it Michael? Michael G? Nice. You trying that one again?
Just trying to see if I can get it work.
And then finally.
Yeah, just get high enough to actually see this thing. Sorry, I just need to be able to actually get high enough to see it.
Okay.
So I can't actually see it.
Rob! Mel, I hope this helps a bit. I had to cancel my subscription a few months back, but in a good place, so this is for all the fab content. Yeah, he sent 50 in. 50. Holy Hannah, mate. Thank you.
You are like Jesus.
Calm down.
50
But
quid though, Dad.
It's an awesome donation. It is an awesome... That's awesome.
That's probably more than we imagined this.
Mel, keep a tally sheet on the desk and do your math there. You are many things, but you are not a numbers genius.
You have my head.
Do you know what? I'm actually quite good at maths. Or I'm supposed to be. I used to be.
He used to be.
So, yes. So thank you guys. Massive thank you on those.
God, I'm still in shock.
Right.
That is an amazing amount.
They're awesome terrainiacs, mate. You know? So yes, for you guys who are wondering what videos are coming, we do have lots of videos coming. Mainly terrain, mainly trenches coming up. Like I say, workshops. I'm at a loss. Okay? Now I know you guys want me to dance, but to be perfectly honest, because of an earlier thing and that sort of stuff, I don't want to embarrass the lad with a go for dance. So we'll save that for a studio night, but I owe you one, guys. Rob, I definitely owe you one. Yeah, but you don't want to have to dance on YouTube with your dad, do you?
Don't mind.
Nah, you don't, dude.
Your family.
Thank you for the great time. Hey, it's what we're here for, mate.
Well, we're also here for our own survival.
The patron thing has been a downer. This helps brighten things up. It does, doesn't it? Have Corbin dance too. Do you want to do the go for dance with me, son?
Nah, let's have all the YouTubers watch. Let's have all of the people in the comments and me watch you.
Cheers, mate. Come on, I'll go. Actually, no, Con.
Why?
I just realised I'm wearing pyjamas.
Look at that.
You'll understand as you grow older, son. Go. I owe you what you call. I owe you a go for dance for what you call it.
Everybody in
for
the next
studio.
stream, remind him.
Yeah, but I can't. You don't have to dance on my account. Cheers, Rob. Rob's let me off. Thanks, buddy.
Everybody said you have to dance for them, so they can't back out.
A family that gophers together stays together. Now I've got to see the film Caddyshack. Caddyshack's brilliant. Hey Mel, the other night I was trying to decide if I should base some terrain or not. How do you decide? What, whether a terrain piece is worth basing or whether, what you call it, or whether I should do some terrain tonight?
Oh, come on, Dad.
Yeah, Cat will not let me forget that one. You sure, Mel? Use the boy in pyjamas as an excuse not to dance. Look, I can't say it, yeah, but I'm just wearing my pyjamas, okay? They're quite clingy. I'm not wearing any pants. It's YouTube and I don't want to lose my channel for lewdness. Okay, yeah, okay.
I understand that.
Yeah, the penny dropped. You don't want to see your dad dance then, do you? No one else does either.
Yeah. It would kind of be funny.
Will, I didn't tell you Will's story, did I? No, did I? About the guy who's, who went hobbying with his dad. And his dad turned out to be working on the Mars lander. And he's got on the Mars. If you ever get to Mars, there's a panel you can remove and you'll find his initials in it.
Damn. Hey Dad, can we pick up one of those kits?
Pick up one of those kits. Do you want to have a look at clean your brush out?
Yeah, I am now.
Right. We've got a few more questions. We'll jump on those. Right. Like sometimes people don't build bases on terrain, so do you just always use a base? Pretty typically, yes. The only time I would not base terrain is if I knew it was going on something where, let's say it's going on a table I've already built, or I know it's going on a battle mat, and it's going to have to fit in with something. So the footprint, I don't want to change the footprint of the piece. But basing provides a protective rim around it. It gives you the ability to tie the terrain piece in with your table, in with your army. Okay, so many more other things that I always pretty much base. So what's that one?
It's the bandits and brigands, and then there's the masked men. I don't know which one to go for.
Well, you got to finish painting those before you can...
Yeah, but I can't do any more on them.
Yeah, but you're not starting them.
Then what am I supposed to do?
Clean your brush.
I just off.
Okay, sit down, chill. You're not starting a completely new set, yeah, until we've got some progress on these.
It's the reason I stopped painting for a while.
What?
I can't do stuff. I have to wait.
You can't... This lad loves putting models together. Absolutely loves it. Okay, but he is so impatient when it comes to the painting.
It's like an instant dry paint.
Looks like Corb got a super haircut.
Yeah.
He did, didn't he? Cadet haircut, innit?
Yeah, can't have it long.
Yeah. You can't have it. It didn't suit him. It didn't suit him at all. He's doing really well in cadets, aren't you?
Yeah. It did suit me. Wouldn't allow it.
Yeah. His hair did suit him, but it wouldn't allow it. And a berry on top of it looked just ridiculous.
Yeah.
So we had to trim it down. And we also had to tell him he's now got to start washing behind his ears now we can see behind him.
His girlfriend's gutted he'd had his haircut.
Yeah, his girlfriend is gutted he's had his haircut.
She liked his shaggy haircut.
Shaggy? You're no longer Shaggy, mate, with your Scooby snacks. Running around, robbing banks, oh, act on Scooby snacks.
What the hell?
Catch you later, Hellcat.
I'm going away, that sounds weird.
I have so missed these Sunday evening events. Have you, Mini Scratcher? And relax. Yes, just to remind those who are new, having some issues with the school and the lad, yeah. The issues with the lads at the school and the lad have rolled it onto the channel. Okay, so I'm having to deal with YouTube and with, like, because it's a criminal offence, I'm having to deal with the school and the police, and so I don't really want to go for dance just right now, guys, and that sort of stuff. I don't mind making a prat out myself, but you know what I mean? Yeah, but thank you, guys. It is massively appreciated. It's alright. The reason I raise it is because as I've been doing the comments, I've been seeing comments in the actual Google Docs as well, so I'm aware people are watching. Yeah, and to those people who are watching, guys, what you're doing is wrong. Okay, it's also illegal, and it's now in the hands of YouTube and the police in your school. Okay, so I suggest best thing is leave this stream, and you might want to go and have a chat with your parents because there may be a knock on the door coming. Okay? So, as you can see, it's been a stressful week for Mel. Oh. Running around, robbing banks, oh, wax out of Scooby snack. Oh, so yes, test of honour. In fact, let's do some questions. Get the flow going. John McClane, that's it, John McClane. I couldn't remember his name. I'm so going to convince the kids that Die Hard, yeah, is a documentary. I'm going to show them little snaps of the film, okay, and make them like, oh yeah, this is the news documentary. And then on Christmas Day, I'm going to sit down and make them watch Die Hard and wait how far through the film, yeah, until until they actually realise it's a film. They'll know it's a film, but until they realise that this is the terrorist incident I've been telling them about. I may or may not be related to a Cray. Dude, they're 12. I appreciate the offer, but let's leave it in the hands of the, of YouTube, the police, and the school. How long have you been in terrain and what got you started? I answer this question quite often, but yeah. The short answer is, just 1 second. Kaz! Put Cal on, darling. Thank you, Corbin. Wargaming terrain I got into about age 15 when I got into Warhammer Fantasy Battle. But before that, I was into terrain as in general model making. And I've been into it since I was as long as I can remember as a child. The reason being is when I was a little child, my mum was a single parent, and so I lived with her, and there was just her. She ran a craft shop, okay, and so my summers were spent with my mum in the craft shop. We didn't live anywhere near much family or that sort of stuff, so I didn't go and spend much time with, with your grandparents or your aunties and that sort of stuff over the summer breaks. And so I spent a lot of time in the craft shop. I used to have little toy soldiers, so my mum used to let me use stuff to make dioramas to play toy soldiers on, and used to get she had a section of like railway materials, the really early stuff, and she used to get some of the old railway guys come in, and they used to like give me pointers on making like my little dioramas. They were horrific things, absolutely horrific. I mean, I think I was about 7. Yeah, but that's when I got into Wargaming Terrains. Back when he was the tiny tutor. I wasn't the tutor until 5 years ago? Oh, get this. Now, I don't normally talk about YouTube subs, okay? But, as you know, I'm around about 70,000, which is bloody ridiculous, to be perfectly honest. Yeah? But not only am I on at 70,000, but the channel is growing at such a rate that it looks like I'm going to hit 100,000 subs next year. Now, there's been some great debate over whether I hang my silver play button on the wall or whether I destroy it and make terrain out of it. But what I did think is, where are you going?
I need to go to bed.
Oh, shut the door, dude. Yeah. So, what I did think is, one of the things I don't really do that often, is do giveaways. And I think because of, how quickly I started moving through, the various levels, it was like, and so I thought, let's do a massive giveaway, and I was chatting with the guys from Foreground about it. I said, if I reach out to companies and that sort of stuff and ask them, would you put something forward towards the giveaway? And Big Ben, okay, I'm going to start calling him Santa, because he just turned around and said, all right, we'll give you £500 retail voucher. So, little earlier notice, keep an eye out for my 100k subs video, because the prize pool has already started at £500 of Foreground. Now on top of that, the reason why I call Big Ben Santa is because it's become a bit of a tradition that as I get closer to Christmas and money gets a little bit tight, I tend to do them a salute table. And that pays for all the Christmas extras and that sort of stuff. Oz, go lie down. That pays for all the Christmas extra stuff. And so he's become sort of like Santa. So I've got a Foreground commission coming in the new year. Okay. But on top of that, to make what he's also doing, which is absolutely awesome, is he's giving all my patrons during that that project, the course of that project, he's giving them all a discount. So you'll all be getting a voucher code if you're on Patreon and that sort of stuff. For I think at the minute it's 15%, but I'm going to try and bully him to 25%. Yeah, Kat, someone's saying if it's a voucher it'll be electronic, so no postage costs. Yeah, basically that's what I'm looking at. I'm going to reach out to a lot of different companies. Essentially, I'm going to reach out to every company who's been a part of the terrain tutor, everyone I've worked with, and I'm going to see if I can get a voucher off them. Yeah? Either a voucher or a... I like the idea of a voucher because it's choice. You know, we all know what it's like winning a giveaway and you get that thing that you're not really into and you're not really going to use. Yeah? And I think if you got a voucher, then you get exactly what you want. So I'm going to go out across the... Yeah, get a load of retail vouchers because it's just an email then, you know, with a voucher code for each one. And we'll do a massive giveaway. Yeah, postage from the UK to the US is criminal. Oh, tell me about it, man.
What?
Just postage in general. Foreground is a hero company. They are, man. I've got to say, Foreground have been absolutely brilliant with me. I do like their kits. Yeah, I can get frustrated with their kits. Their kits are not perfect, and I tell them this. I've never found a kit that has. Yeah, but they've always liked the fact that, you know, I'm brutally honest with them, and I'm brutally honest in my videos, and I do nice things with their stuff. Where the build we're doing is they've had this new like. It's industrial piping and gantries, yeah, and they can't say it, but it's Necromunda terrain, you know what I mean? Yeah, it looks bang up that street. So what they want to do is sort of get that, and then get some of their old Stalingrad stuff, and have me destroy it, and then integrate some of their newer Jezeri stuff into it. So we're talking post-apocalyptic, heavy industrial, urban, heavy damage board. Did you just push me out of the way?
You pushed it aside.
Have you just had cucumber?
Yeah.
That smells lovely.
I know.
I know.
Fit in there.
Giveaway videos of the gopher dance. I think what you call it.
Private videos that you pay to be able to
No,
see.
Dad's not doing private dance videos, mate. That's a whole different connotation, young lad. Yeah. That could be read completely the wrong way, young man. Okay. Yeah, okay, so I'll tell you what we could do for 100,000 subs.
Yeah.
Should we turn the gopher dance into a music video?
Oh my god.
We'll get the family doing it. Yeah, we'll reach out to everyone in the community who wants to send themselves in doing the gopher dance.
Oh my god. It could actually work out perfect.
Ask if the vouchers would be usable at the shop here that sells their stuff and not just direct from the company. I'll ask Kat. I don't know if it will, because one of the benefits of giving a retail voucher is obviously if they're the manufacturer, but although Foreground's giving £500 worth of retail, what they're essentially giving is probably, say, £350, £400. I don't know their profit margins, but a good chunk of it will be, this is what we're giving you in material production costs, and we're not making any money on this. Yeah, whereas if they give it you in a store, they're going to have to also pay the store owner his cut of that voucher. So I'll have to check that, but I will look into it. My terrain story starts with me using my bedspread to form terrain for my army men.
What?
Brilliant. Brilliant. Kaz has a gopher dance. You better get approved. Should we find out?
What?
Because we need a brew as well, don't we? Someone
Yeah.
was making it me.
I wasn't making it,
You said, right, you
I
take
put the
over the
kettle
show, I'll go... He did, you heard him.
I
He did
said
say...
I put the kettle on.
What's he like? Right,
Hey, well, you then better
I'll
make me a
I'll
tea.
make myself a brew. You take over the show. I'm taking the power seat with me.
No, I'm going with you.
All right, lad. You know the drill. Watch the comments.
Yeah.
Don't be silly. I'm only
Hey,
here.
Dad, do you want to tell somebody watching in the comments?
Cat's there. She
Okay,
you know,
Cat.
we're all right.
I like that. Hi, everyone. I'm gonna eat my dad's biscuit. So, what we got? If you say you're putting the kettle on, that means you're making a spread. No, it doesn't. I'm sure it doesn't. I know that could be right. I'll get credit for getting me back into gaming and turning me into a terrainiac. Okay, I'll totally get lots of credit. Good job with the cadets. How is that so far? It's actually going quite well. I've actually got my uniform yet, which is nice.
Shut the door.
Yeah, Dad, shut the door. You just tell me.
Are you eating my cookie?
No,
You're eating my cookie, aren't you?
I haven't taken a bite out of your cookie.
Now gets all the credit for getting me back into gaming and turning me into a terrainiac. Nice one.
Oh,
I'll
what
shut
are
the door.
cadets like? What's the definition of cadet?
Definition of cadets.
Yeah,
It's a bit like scouts, but it's for the armed forces.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Guys,
It's
in chat, I haven't eaten this biscuit, have I? Just quickly. Right. Do this and you can't. Oh, you ain't gonna get me out of this! I'm on this for good!
come on before someone
No.
hurts their toes, mate.
No!
Jump out. Come on, lad.
I'll move across.
No, come on, just like go on. Cup. Come on.
Come on.
Go off my chair.
Ozzy's taken my space.
Ozzy's taking his space.
Move across or think fat or look.
Right, focus. We're here. Hello. There you are. I'm gonna have to mess around with the camera settings on this one. Right. So yes, we have foreground coming now. Very quickly, I'll check the phone, and we've got a few more questions to do. Right. No what you call it. No more PayPals, but the Met Office have issued another heavy warning of snow. You might have Tuesday off. Let me assure you, son. Yeah.
Yeah.
If the school says they doubt, no, dude,
I'm
don't,
not doing
don't,
anything.
no, take the peg off.
God damn it.
Yeah. If what you call it, if the school says,
You can't, not as good as me.
oh no, obviously leave it. If the school says, yeah, that there's a possibility it's not open on the Tuesday.
What?
Oh yes.
What?
Pass it here.
What? Don't poke me.
When did this get beveled?
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
Yes,
How
that
would I
look
get
on your
hold of-
face says
How would
you
I
do.
actually get hold of something that...
Yeah, you mean that knife that's there that you're not supposed to touch without me?
Okay, how would you actually see me doing that? There's no way.
He's beveled the edge, yeah, to make the measuring stick sharp.
I haven't done that.
Yes, you have.
I haven't.
You have.
Mr. Peg did it.
Oh, yeah, of course it was.
God damn, Mr. Peg, he's a villain. I'll tell you. He sticks to everybody he does.
Yes, Kat's just saying, yeah, on the Patreon thing, if you've got multiple pledges, yeah, across a number of videos, so you're pledging for more than one video, consolidate it into one pledge for the first video so you avoid the fees, and I'm not reducing the amount of videos.
See, I didn't do that. My hand's been down here.
Shut up.
He's seen me.
Right, this is important. Stop butting in.
I know, but...
Or do you want canning off the show? Yeah, reality. Calm down. You're getting antsy now, lad.
I know, it's not... I can't even...
You can't even. So anyway, so as I said, consolidate it into one pledge, yeah, for one video. That doesn't mean I'm going to be reducing the amount of content. I'm still aiming at doing 2 videos and 1 major live show, yeah. So, yeah, don't worry about the videos. You're definitely still going to be getting videos. It's just ironic. It's this sort of time. I've taken the week to sort of get into it and build it up and take it a bit easier because I thought everything was going to be alright. And obviously because they're 8-foot long trench pieces that I'm doing, I can't release any of the videos until everything is completed on them, which is going to be another week and a half. You know what I mean? And so, plus editing time. So you're going to have a load of great videos over Christmas, yeah, and into the new year. I might be able to get you in the next acrylic terrain lab before then, though. Now, on top of that, we've also got a test of honour board to do, haven't we?
Oh, yeah.
Because me and Corbin have signed up to a tournament in March.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where's it being held?
Birmingham. Yeah. Do you know where it's being held?
No.
You know the pub on the big road, yeah, by where we turn up into Steph's Little Road?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right next to that pub. So it's literally, it's 2 minutes from Steph's house. Steph's my eldest daughter. Well, we'll go down the night before, stay at Steph's. So that way we're not travelling down early morning. We can have a decent breakfast. Yeah, we can walk down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're all good.
Or have a knife maker's breakfast.
Need some ideas for cheap and easy scatter terrain for Necromunda.
Yeah.
I'm going to give my mate Westy a shout out now. Westy has started up a Facebook group, okay, and it's called Necromunda Terrain. And I've got to say, it's a lovely little group. It's quite popular, but some of the terrain and some of the ideas in there are brilliant. Yeah, so if you are looking for Necromunda Terrain, yeah, go search Facebook, yeah, for Necromunda Terrain. Yeah, and you'll find a Facebook group for it, run by our Westy. Also on terrain, obviously Terrainiacs, my Terrainiacs Facebook group. The link is in the description, along with the PayPal and the Patreon links, and the link for the questions for the Google Doc. Now I'm going to switch the Google Doc off now. Yeah, meaning we've got probably about another 5 questions we can bimble through over the next 20 minutes as we wrap this up about 11 o'clock. Yeah, that work for you guys? A 2-hour show? Right. What? It's Jason. Hello, dude.
Hey, that's what I was trying to make you look at.
Oh, Jake's got man flu. Feel you, buddy.
No.
Feel ya?
Oh no. We buy medicine.
Necromunda Terrain Makers. Yeah, that's the one, Oddie. Thank you, bud.
Yeah. Can't catch.
Right. Catch your sense. Damn it.
Okay, I'm gonna see you later.
Right.
Later. Now it's time to.
Jason needs leeches.
I do. Should we fill in Jace? What's been happening? I think you might.
I'll have a chat with Jason the week. So he's going over it all for one person, you know what I mean?
No, he's special.
What are you saying about Jace?
Not in a bad way. I didn't.
What are you saying?
Sorry, Jace. I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah. Alright. Right, Shay's come in with Riamon is a variation of Rhiannon, Welsh, though I'm from the USA. You are very welcome. I'm delighted to have come across your YouTube videos. Terrain creation has been a smouldering ember of interest for me for a while. I need to start small due to space constraints and limited funds, but I have intentions to build from there. I think I can learn a lot from you. Awesome, mate. Awesome.
Nice.
Right. Question 20 of 23. George from Texas.
Can I read that as well?
What's your go-to for winter effects? Ice and snow for bases and trees. Oh, that's a loaded question. That is. That's a lot of things. Generally, for the snow, I like acrylic filler, a bit of white acrylic paint, a bit of PVA, mixed in with 1mm white flock. Yeah, that works really well. You get a nice fluffy texture and volume with it, and you don't get any discoloration. Yeah, it just takes a little bit of time to sort of build it up and build the layers up. For ice, yeah, I typically like mixing the 1mm flock with gloss Mod Podge. Yeah, that can make some great ice looking effects. For icicles, silicon, a little bit of silicon, dip it in, make a little silicon. So yeah, they're my main go-to, but there's a lot of different ways of doing it, and I think before I do my final tutorials on snow and that sort of stuff, it's worthy of a terrain lab and a long-term terrain lab. What I think we should do.
I do like the hair too.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jace. I'm sorry, I have to call Jace out. He's a good friend.
Yeah, he is.
So
But anyway, get off! It's my cookie.
I got a little bit.
I'm thinking it's worthy of doing a terrain lab. I'm doing a hamster. I'm saving it in my pouch rather than eating it right now. Yeah, it's where I'm not eating it right now because I'm talking, so I'm just saving it here away from you.
That smacks on your face.
And so, what we'll do is we'll do a snow terrain lab, and then what I'll do is I'll get the results on a board, and I'll hang it in a window somewhere in Spode where it'll get plenty of sunlight, and then we can revisit it over time and see what discoloration effects we get with them. See, they all know you're stealing my cookies.
I haven't stolen this cookie at all.
Right. Airsic Hydra. Any advice on cheap scatter terrain for a Necromunda table? We've already covered that. One other thing is, a couple of things to check out. Look for no.
This side's got no markings on.
Don't be painting the measuring stick. Clean your brush. You're getting restless now.
No,
I know.
I want to paint. Or build.
You're not building any more models till you've painted those, and you
Have you let
can't.
me paint?
Do they need a second coat?
No.
Oh, yes, they do.
Most of
We'll assess them in a minute. But anyway, yeah, check out Granny Grating. Okay? It's embroidery substitch. It's basically plastic grating. It's brilliant stuff for Necromunda. Obviously, you've got all the cans and converting, all that sort of stuff, Pringle tubes and all that sort of stuff. Any other ideas, son?
For what?
Necromunda terrain.
I don't even know what Necromunda means.
Poor lad. I can't see the screen, you muppet.
That's why I pushed the green thing, so like you look down there so I could do it.
Really? You distracted me and then...
I didn't do it that time. Why don't I just smack you back? You can't have pudding if you don't.
I call YouTube the University of YouTube due to all the knowledge availability. Mel is the Dean. Dean of Terrain. I'll accept that. I ain't doing that science. You've seen how good I am with maths with my PayPal calculations.
I like that.
Insides of computers, yeah, that's a smart one. PVC piping and joints. There's also the kids' piping sets you can get in bargain basements, like dollar and pound stores. Yeah, there's some awesome sets of those that work on great piping. There's the Pegasus Hobbies hexagon sets, and there's also their chemical plant set, which is another great one. Yeah, so question 22 of 23. When is your next showcase? I was hoping to send some stuff for you to view, but fighting the holidays too. I think more than likely, yeah, we'll have an end of year showcase. So there will be one probably in about 2.5, 3 weeks time. Dude, calm. Stop sounding like a chicken. Yeah. And what I'll do is I've got a few good entries. But I've got a lot that didn't make the previous videos because perhaps their images weren't brilliant, or there wasn't enough images, or I'd already had a few of what they'd done from other people in, and I couldn't let them swamp. And so we'll do a bit of a Tony Hawk gallery, and we'll just go through everyone who sent in, a showcase. You'll get in the end of year vid. I think that's the nicest way of doing it. So everyone who has contributed gets on screen. Even if they don't get the full, me talking about it. Yeah, but we'll have a look at doing that. You can make miniatures out of Granny Grating. Yeah, there was a Kickstarter on that, wasn't there? I was thinking about what things a new terrainiac need or could be made in bulk on the cheap to use as needed. Came up with ground foam for scatter, popsicle sticks, mist tint paints. Thoughts?
Stop feeling my ear.
Oh, sorry, dude.
You're like rubbing the inside of my ear. Is that what you feel?
You guys don't do that, that's weird.
Yeah, I know.
Changed my Patreon to 25 for the first video per month, mate. Keep up the great work. Awesome, dude. And no doubt, because you've gone for the $25, we'll be having that little hangout, won't we? Yeah. Probably owe Cat one of those, to be perfectly honest. Jace doesn't need one. He turns up at the studio.
Yeah.
Starter kits for newbies.
Oh, starter kits.
Small Kiddies craft brushes. They're the, No, that's an MDF kit. We're talking about for terrainiacs.
Oh.
What would you suggest for like a starter kit? The cheap craft brushes that you get, the synthetic ones. I use a lot of those because they're a bit bigger than our model brushes, but they're a lot smaller than house brushes, not them obviously, and they're really cheap. So, they're a bit disposable.
Yep.
PVA, more PVA.
Completely finite resources, so eventually we'll run out and everybody will be screaming.
What are you going on about, young man?
Balls.
Right. What else would you put in
Oh,
there?
can I ask?
Can you ask a question
Yeah.
of me?
Yeah.
What, live on YouTube?
No.
Well, we're live on YouTube, dude.
Oh. Can you pause it?
Okay, I'll mute it.
Okay.
All right. There we are, all sorted. Love you, son.
I don't love you.
Really?
I love you. I love you.
Yeah, you
I
don't
love
say
you
that.
loads.
We never say that.
Yeah, I know. And you also give me a room and a house
Yeah,
and food.
yeah.
If I didn't love you, you'd probably kick me out of the house. and
No,
live on the
no.
street.
If you didn't love me, I would still love you and I'd still support you. That's my job as a dad.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Oz.
I mean, whether I was so generous when I go do the shopping and buy the munchies, that might change.
I don't care about munchies.
Good lad.
I care about the fact that I have a house and a family.
Give them a box to keep their stuff in, the brushes, the glue. Yeah, a starter box is a good idea.
Another stack and storage box.
Yeah, small starter box.
You know what they do.
In fact, we could go back to this stack and storage idea, and if you're going for starter kits, you could do the dual layer, because I've talked about this in the past, where you do make your travel sets. So if you're travelling about between like home and university and that sort of stuff, this question came up last week. You make your stack and storage box and you put your battens in so you have your second layer. And then what you do is you keep your craft stuff on the bottom and your terrain projects on the top layer, and it's all in one stack and store box. Go to a sewing shop, so many random bits for terrain. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I know. The one at
Also, go to a plumber's shop. You know what I mean? And these sort of things. Go into the shops you wouldn't normally go into.
I know.
Because the sort of stuff you see.
You go to an art
Other
shop,
one.
you won't find
Yeah,
anything.
I don't know if where they have them where you are, but we have what's known as car boot sales. A car boot sale is... It's a bit like a garage sale, except you throw everything in the car, you drive off to a field, and you lay out like a table, and you get everything out your boot, and you sell it on a table. And then there's like everyone parks their cars up, and they're big things in the UK. It's something we do on a Sunday, car boot sales. But go to a car boot sale, because at a car boot sale things cost pennies. And look for industrial toys you can smash up. Because you'll walk away with a bin bag full for like £1 or £2. Yeah, of cranes and all sorts of stuff and some bits that you can rip apart, fix it to your pieces and give those a spray. Now that's Necromunda, I should be pointing out. I've gone slightly off track there. In the States, that's a swap meet or a flea market. Yeah, we call them car boot sales here. Yeah, but go to those. The toys are brilliant because pretty typically, if you're selling toys at a car boot, they're knackered. They don't care about them. They just want them gone. Yeah? So you can just say, 50p for that. And they're like, yeah, take it. You know what I mean? You walk away with like one of those huge cranes and you're like, I've got all the gantries I need to make an oil rig now. Fish and tackle box is what I started my sewing students with. Yeah, that makes sense. Old model railway kit is good for Necromunda. Never really looked at that. George is off. Catch you later, buddy.
See you, George.
It's alright, we're going to be wrapping up in about 5 minutes anyway.
You're a good human.
He is. Thank you, buddy.
Everyone is.
Wayne saying, Mel, I've been making some terrain with the kids this weekend using your tutorials. So thank you so much for the amazing content. It's what we're here for, isn't it?
The terrain and eventually
I've got to say, yeah. I do love my job. I know it's stressful and that sort of stuff at
But it
times.
ends out good.
Yeah. Well, we do get through, and I've got an awesome group of terrainiacs, but fundamentally I was trying... I've been at my brother's Christmas party today with him going off on holiday earlier, and one of his friends was there, and obviously, he says, and what do you do? And I said, I'm a YouTuber. Yeah, and he sort of looked at me like, hey, you are? And it's like, and I sort of had to explain what I do, and he like, obviously it comes up the question, well, how do you make money at that? And I sort of had to explain that essentially, I'm employed by my hobby community to help them with their hobby. You know, they make donations and pledges and all this sort of stuff, and that's my wages and pays for the studio and that sort of stuff. And in return, I share what I know and what I learn to help them make better. Yeah, and thinking, it's a hell of a job to have. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm not making money for some greedy corporation. I'm not working to make somebody else... Well, except for Patreon at the minute, but remember, consolidate those and they'll get stuffed. Yeah. But, you know, I'm not working to make, you know... Well, I'm not working to sell products I don't really believe in. I've done that job, you know what I mean? Working in sales and selling something that... Yeah, you know, and I'm not working for companies where I'm just making someone I don't even know money and I'm slaving away and being miserable to make them money. I'm employed by my community to show them my hobby, to help them with their hobby.
Basically, you're doing what you love to help other people do what you love.
Yeah, and they pay me for it.
I know, it's a good job.
It is, mate, it really is.
You don't have many people in this world that have a job like that, you.
No, I'm blessed, mate. I'm very lucky. I know I'm a bit of a fool at times and that sort of stuff. You know, I play a little bit of a fool on these live shows. I mean, this isn't what I'm like all the time. You know, we do play it up a little, don't we? Yeah, but generally, you know, I am a little bit foolish, aren't I? Yeah. You know, we do have a laugh.
Yeah.
And it's a nice life, so thank you guys. Ask the charity boxes to save any broken toys for you so they cannot sell in exchange for a small donation. That's genius!
What?
Ring up the charity shop, say any toys you can't sell, put in a box and I'll give you a donation for them. So they normally throw them away. Then all you got to do is just go do a quick trip round the charity shops, give them a small donation and walk away with massive boxes of broken toys.
You can strip out later.
Yeah! That's genius. Gary's saying, Mel, we are the lucky ones. We have you. It's good to produce what you believe in. It really is.
I know.
You know what I mean? I know what you call it. Sometimes I look at a video and it's like, is that worth it? And, you know, did I put, you know, and that sort of stuff. But fundamentally, you know, it's nice leaving a legacy. I'm not saying I'm going anywhere. You know what I mean? But when the time comes for your dad to shuffle off this mortal earth, you know what I mean?
Say that.
Oh, dude, I'm not going anywhere soon, but you know what I mean? There'll be thousands of people around the world who've made terrain off my videos. There's got to be. I mean, I've got 72,000 subscribers. I've had over 6.5 million views. That's gotta have changed some lives because terrain making is really therapeutic. It's relaxing, isn't it? You enjoy it. Yeah, arty stuff is.
It was everyone commissioned.
Yeah. So if they followed my tutorials to do the terrain making, the chances are they felt better and enjoyed it. So I've improved the lives of, you know what I mean, so many people. And yeah, Corbin may take over one day in the future. Or Willow.
Corbin's Corner.
Yeah, Corbin's Corner. Yeah. Or Willow, or both of you, or you may go and do what you want to do. Yeah, but he'll know how to he'll know how to run YouTube by the time he gets to working age, won't you?
Yeah. I'll have a backup place in case.
A little gaming channel on the side, eh? You know, just so, you know, if you ever do break it big, you can turn around and tell the boss that you are making money for stuff it, I'm going to be a YouTuber. When he laughs in his face, you can go, look at my subs. Look at my subs.
So like 200,000, like, ha ha.
Yeah, I'll be really gutted if he ends up with more subs than me. I'm not really cared about, you know, because I realise I'm never going to be a really massive channel. I mean, it's crazy I've got 70,000, but if he gets more subs than me, I'm going to be gutted. Maybe there won't be a YouTube then. It could be holographic.
Oh my god, a holographic.
You could have a holographic Mel in your rooms. Rob, Lisa, calm down. I know you watched the live show sat in bed. Yeah, the world will have ended by then. Don't say that. Mel, I can honestly say that you have helped me out enormously. We really do love you, Mel. Thank you. We are one temper tantrum from exterminators. We are. Yeah, but we always have been all the way through existence. We are one meteor. We are one crazy person pushing a button. We are one virus. I mean, I realised how quickly... Stop that now.
Okay, sorry.
I realised how quickly, the planet is to death. Yeah, when Kerry turned around and she said, I'm thinking of going and work at level 1 labs. Now you've got to remember, Kerry is working in a Masters of Science in Biology and she does gene stuff. And she wanted to work on viruses in a level 1 lab, which is that they're the most deadly viruses known to man, the weaponized stuff. I've seen Kerry on a Monday morning. That's how the zombie apocalypse starts. Yeah, so trust me, we're always close to exterminators, mate. Yeah? Yeah, but I can get away because we're live on YouTube. Okay. We're safe until it goes off. Right, guys. That is dangerous. I can only work with harmless bacteria. You working with E. coli then, are you? Biochemist, microbiologist. Kerry is an ecologist, but her main was biology. Yeah, and so she did gene splicing and it's CRISPR, isn't it? Mum keeps going on about the gene edited thing.
Yeah. I don't really know what to say.
No security clearance past level 3. Not even that one. Dude. Well,
What's this zombie apocalypse group?
Oh yeah. What's good? Surreal is saying, okay, noted, if I ever intend to meet up, I'm the guy in the biohazard suit. We have a rule in this household. Kerry doesn't get hugs on lab days until she's had a bath. It used to be a shower. We now have a bath. So it's like, go. Once you are completely clean, I will love you. I'll show you affection, but until you have, I know what you've been dealing with. Something you never want to hear in a lab. Whoops. My roommate creates level 3 material. You see, it's a risk 2 bacteria. I only use risk 1. Kaz? E. coli, is that level 1 or 2?
E. coli is just normal bacteria. It's not. It depends what it's used for, because there is like more virulent versions.
Ah, so it's the version of E. coli. Right, so E. coli can be 1 or 2 depending on its virility. Virility. I hate biology. Right, I'm going to wrap this up now. Very quickly. I have 2 criticisms. One, that the videos often do not show you putting most of the items you put an item or 2, then return when the item is done to save time. I like to see it all. Yeah, hopefully that'll be replaced when we get back into doing the live shows, and then you can sit along with that. But condensing the videos is a positive thing. Looking at the results I've had since condensing the videos. 2, you often rush through the video and make a second-class project. We're willing to put in the time to watch it all through the details. The longer the video, the more we can set up. Yes, I do quite basic stuff on the Let's Makes. There's 2 reasons. One, I like to keep it simple so that people who are attempting it the first time aren't sort of, oh, there's lots to this. If you keep it simple, then it's an entry-level stuff.
Yeah.
Secondly, it's about time. Very much with these trench videos, they are more detailed. They are taking a lot more time because I get supported, on a per production basis. I only have about 3 to 4 days per video max to get a video out, to make enough videos to support me, through the next month via Patreon, and that's on the per video. Now, actually, you guys consolidating your pledges might make that a bit easier, so I can make a few less videos but more high quality videos, but we won't know that till the new year. Thank you for your videos. I've recently built an interactive piece of that troops can move through. I'll have to post pics on the Facebook group. You do that, buddy. Right, speaking of that, next live show. I've got the dentist on Tuesday. Now, I did want to do it on Tuesday, but I think I'm facing a root canal. So I'm not going to be good. So, you got cadets on Thursday, haven't you?
Yeah.
Thursday, if I'm not on Tuesday, I will be in the studio on Thursday. Okay? And then Corbin will be on the week after. Alright? I can't do a studio day if I've had much
Yeah.
dentist work, mate. I know you want to come to the studio for a session as well, but you know what I mean. I'll be like this.
I'll let you off this time.
Thank you,
But
dude.
next time, don't make a promise if you can't keep it.
I know, dude, but I didn't expect the dentist to reschedule my dental treatment to the day that I'd promised. Yeah?
Your arm down there.
What time Thursday? Around the world, we need to plan. If I'm in on Thursday, then... Tell you what, let's start about... Would you like to start about 5 PM UK time? And we'll go till about 9ish. A late one tonight? Yes, a little bit later than usual, but we are just wrapping up Crawley. You have literally turned in as we are knocking off. So listen, I am going to knock it off. One quick check for the final PayPalers.
Yeah.
Yeah, no more PayPalers in that I can see. To all the guys who have donated tonight, during the Patron Apocalypse. Patronageddon. Yeah, thank you guys. You've been awesome. It is appreciated. We will weather the storm. We will see what the new year brings and we'll take it from there. Yeah, we are having a Christmas show, Christmas Eve, so put that in your calendars. We are having a Christmas show t-shirt. Yeah, we've got to do that.
Okay, Dad, I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to go and, figure out some designs.
No, you're not. No, it's not happening.
Why can't you
No.
figure out some designs for the t-shirt?
You started tonight at 9 your time. I did, so 4 hours earlier, Kat. Yeah, and that'll be on Thursday night. Yeah. Yeah. I was on my sick bed today, lost track of day. Oh, Grawley, hope you get better, dude. Right, so long, folks, and thanks for all the fish, as Mini Scratcher says. Thank you for your support, folks. There are videos coming out, probably tail end of the week, and then videos rolling over Christmas for you on these trenches.
Move out a bit so that, your arm's there so I can get in for the final bit. Right, move the hell across a bit more.
Is that better?
There
So
you
I
go,
have to
yeah.
sit. I'm
No,
nowhere
no,
near.
There you go. Now, if you get in now, as far as you can actually get. So come across a bit. Okay, you're evil.
Right, yeah. So, we go. And so, folks, it's time to wrap up. So, it's good night from him.
It's good night from him.
You're supposed to say from me.
I know.
Right, folks, listen, thanks for an awesome show, guys. Yeah, thank you for your support, and I will see you soon.
No.
In the meantime, I'm going to jump on Patreon and start answering a load of comments and messages, and
Thank you guys.
we're playing catch up.
Day off.
Yeah, and he will enjoy the day off. I might do a bit of homeschooling.
Oh no.
Yeah, I might check that, the app, see what homework you've
If
been
it's
sent.
based around terrain, I'm fine with that.
All right then,
Could
you're
you
on.
imagine a school
Right.
lesson based on making terrain?
You wait till Dad's doing your workshops.
Oh my god.
Right, latest guys. Good night.